time we in the club. We gon' have the pass if you're tryna hang with us. Meet me at the lab if you wanna get up.
What is going on, guys? KrysticMusic here. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. We are glad to have you. Today we're going to be talking about how to sound like Post Malone, how to make that vocal sound effect that he uses, stuff like that. And it was actually requested by one of you guys, so I'll put it on the screen right now. Bam! Thank you so much. Just a reminder, if you want me to do something, put it in the comments and I'll get to it ASAP Rocky. So we're gonna get right into it. Let me just make sure I have a limiter so I don't blow you guys' ears off. And I also wanted to point out, this is Ableton Live 9, of course. I know people do it on FL Studio, I believe that's what I saw it on. But this is for Ableton Live 9, and you can, you know, transfer over to any DAW, of course. So yeah, and I'm not going to be using any plugins besides a free one. It's called Melda Production, and it's for the auto-tune. So it's free auto-tune, and I'll leave that in the description below so you can just download it. It's so simple to download. You just download it and put it onto your DAW, and that's that. If you need help doing that, just let me know. I'll hit you up. But it is really easy. Really, it's free, and I'll put it in the description so y'all can actually, everything that I'm gonna do, you guys can do yourself. There's no bot plugins. All right, so let's just get that out of the way. So now that I got that out of the way, let me just play it for you guys to show you what it sounds like, what I got so far. I just whipped this up really quick. So yeah, here we go.
Run it up, run it up. We be doing bands every time we in the club. We gon' have the pass if you're tryna hang with us. Meet me at the lab if you wanna get a rush. Baby throwing shade when they coming our way. Catch us on the ride if you want a highway. 1604, but just stay in your lane. We be catching waves on that okay. Run it.
And this is how it sounds without the vocal. So it's just a basic little beat that I got. And so yeah, now we're gonna get into the vocal effects. Now I'm gonna start from scratch. So let me just insert an audio track right here. Alright, bada bing. Let's actually move these up a little bit so you can actually see what's going on. Alright, so first audio track. So what you want to do when you're recording, when you're actually like singing or rapping or whatever you're doing, you want to keep in mind, you want to keep like a distance between you and the mic, maybe like the palm, like a whole hand worth of distance. If you're using a pop filter, put it closer to the mic and not closer to you. If that makes any sense? I'm pretty sure that makes sense. But don't be like really close up to the mic. If you're really close up, it'll sound like this. And that's no good. A lot of rappers make that mistake, and it sounds all not choppy, distorted. But anyways, here we go. So the first one, I'm just gonna drag. I'm gonna actually duplicate this. Bam. By itself, it sounds horrible. Oh, actually, I'll just do this by itself. So I have these set up as the first, second, third, and that's how I want y'all to hear it. So the first is the main one that you're gonna hear, that I need to turn on.
Run it up, run it up. We be throwing bands every time we in the club. We gon' have to pass if you're tryna hang with us.
Alright, and I'm not a singer, so don't make fun. Alright. But anyways, here we go. And then the second one, you want to do it, you could do it in the same way, but I like to do it like in a different tone or however your voice works. This is like a little Frogger voice, like a little Yachty side voice.
If you're tryna hang with us, meet me at the lab if you wanna get a rush. They be throwing shade when they coming our way. Catch us on the ride if you want a highway. 160.
So yeah, that's like a little Yachty side voice. In this one, for my last ones, I just like to do it talking, like talking but singing. You know what I'm saying? So like, look.
They be throwing shade when they coming our way. Catch us on the ride if you want a highway. 604.
So on the last one, I just like to make the auto-tune do the work, if that makes any sense. That gives it that sound that Post Malone uses, and it gives it that sound. And you don't really, it's on -4, and this one is on 0, and this one is on 2. So the main one you're gonna be hearing is this one. Now, that is how I set it up, and then together they sound like this.
Run it up, run it up. We be doing bands every time we in the club. We gon' have the pass if you tryna hang with us.
So yeah, without making this video too long, that's how I set it up, and so just so you know how the gist of it works. So here we go, the first part.
Run it up.
First of all, I'm gonna turn this down so we don't blow up our ears, and then
Run it up, run it up. We be throwing bands every time we in the club.
So that's just the raw recording. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get an EQ8 on there, And what I like to do, or what I was taught to do when I'm doing this quickly, just make a little smiley face and you're good to go. Honestly, it depends on your mic. I have a good mic for this. And if you want to talk mics, I'll do that in another video. The basic thing that I always tell people is that to get a good audio interface first. If you're on a budget, save up for an audio interface. I have the Focusrite Scarlett USB, the red one. So yeah, if you're on a budget, save up for a audio interface. That's really key. You can have a really good audio interface and like a medium okay mic, and it'll sound wonderful. But if you have a bad interface or no interface, like in a bad mic, it won't sound good at all. So that's a little tip that I tell everybody. So this is what you want for EQ for a vocal. Of course, you want to see how it looks. Oh, that's not what I want to do.
Run it up. We be throwing bands every time we're in the club. We gon' have.
Damn, I sound so bad. But anyways, here we go. Alright, so we're just gonna beat this up just a little. And you want to have like a little smiley face depending on like what I say, your mic, how your voice was sounding. And also, if you really wanted to let y'all know, if you really wanted a good mix, because I have no EQ on this at all, what you would do is, to make a long story short, you would keep on adding these things, I forget what they're called, modules or whatever, but you would go like this, right? You would get this one. Basically, you would hear for the ring. Watch.
Bands every time we're in the club. We gon' have.
So you hear that?
Bands every time
you see how it rings? So you would take this and put it down. So there would be no more ring. And you would keep doing that until there's no rings, there's no high pitches at all. That'll mess up your ears, and that's how you EQ like a professional. But I don't do that right now because this video would be like 3 hours. So that's how you would do it with that. So I'm just gonna leave you with this and let it go like that. Or you can also use a preset, but I don't like doing that. So here we go. The next one I want to do is a simple delay. You can also have a ping pong delay, but I'm using a lot of words, so I'm gonna just do a simple one. Where is it at? It's right here. Put that on there, and I'm gonna change the color because this is really throwing me off. All right, that's actually a different color. I'm colorblind. But anyways, I like to do it as 4 because, as I said, I'm saying a lot of words. I don't want it to get jumbled up.
Run it up.
Yeah, alright, cool. Now we do the reverb, which is the main thing that we're looking at right here. My mic's in the way. What's up? Get down. What are you trying to do? You're not a part of the video? Alright, here we go. We're going to put it to around 45, and we're going to put this up to like 2. We're just going to see how it sounds too. We don't want the low end that much, so screw this over a little bit right there. You can add, you actually play with the chorus if you want. I'm gonna put a little bit up.
Run it up. We be throwing bands every time we're in the club. We gon' have to pass if you're tryna hang with us.
Alright, cool. In all honesty, I should have put the auto-tune on first because I cannot handle my voice right now. But anyways, here we go. And that'll be our stock right now, and then we'll mess with it later. You really don't have to mess with anything.
Bands every time.
Unless you want to, depending on what kind of tone you're using, what kind of things you're using. You can move the diffuse up 1. I like to do that, and the reflect doesn't really, I don't really like messing with that. But anyways, now we're gonna actually add the auto tune because this is really getting on my nerves. So it's gonna be in melted production. It's gonna be in audio pitch. So, alright, so this is what it looks like. Really simple, really easy. I'll show you how to use it. So I'm using an F sharp or a B major scale. So minor. So I'm gonna put F sharp minor, and so it's automatically gonna key the voice into F sharp minor. So this is how, let's just see how it sounds right now.
Run it up. We be throwing bands every time we're in the club. We gon' have to pass if you're tryna hang with us. Meet me at the lab if you wanna get a rush. They be throwing shade when they coming our way.
Alright, so that's how we're gonna do. We're gonna put the depth down a little bit and the speed up. And for the first one, this is it's called the width. It's basically a stereo. So you wanna put it on 2. Bam, put that up.
Run it up. We be throwing bands every time we're in the club. We gon' have to pass.
So yeah, it sounds a stereo effect. So that's pretty much it for that part. And now we go to the nitty gritty, and we're gonna go to multi-band dynamics. We're gonna throw that on there, and I'm gonna put this right here because it's getting on my nerves. Alright, so in here you could do a whole lot of things. This right here is my swag. No, I'm just kidding. But this right here is just depending on your mic. So if like my mic, it picks up lower frequencies like hardcore. So what I do is I put these down to 6 and then put it down to 6, and then I beat this up to 2 or 4 just depending on what my voice was sounding like. And that's how Post Malone, and that's how Post Malone does, and that's how Post Malone sounds. If you ever notice a Post Malone song, you can't really tell his low vocals. They're either under the track on a different layer, or he just doesn't use them.
Every time we in the club, we gon' have to pass if you try to hang with us. Meet me at the lab if you wanna get a rush.
So yeah, that's the kind of sound that we're looking for. So we're just gonna leave that. You can change the amount if you want, and I'm just gonna use a compressor that is in the pack that I showed you guys, just to show you some of the things that are in here. Where is it at? EQ maybe? Nope. M compressor. Alright, cool. We're just gonna put this in there, and then we're gonna take a look at the presets and put it on voice or whatever it has. Yeah, we're gonna have voice. So I think this brings it up a little.
Run it up.
Yeah, so that brings up the vocal end of it, and we're gonna put that down. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put I think this is what I normally do, but we're gonna put a compressor on it, and let's just do a generic compressor and fix it from there. Bam. And if you haven't noticed, I like to double compress my things. Some people don't like it, but I like it. So, because I don't want to have to turn this down all the way to freaking 16. So we're just gonna leave it at 0, and then we're gonna turn this down. We're gonna put it to 10 or 8.
Run it up. We be doing bands every time we in the club. We gon' have to pass if you try to hang with us. Meet me at the lab if you wanna get a rush.
Alright, cool. And then we only have to turn it down to 2 instead of 16, so that's why I like it. Brings out the whole full volume of it. So now that's basically it, guys. If you've been following along, that's basically it. Super fast mode. Obviously, I wouldn't do this in the amount of time it took me to do this, but that's basically it. You know, you can nitpick everything if you want. Pretty sure it's basically it. Just to make sure, I'm gonna add a new audio track, and I'm gonna just I saved this somewhere. Pretty sure I saved this somewhere. Hold up. Yeah, I saved this right here, and let's just see if it goes swell. Put that at F sharp minor. Move this up a little. Bang. Had that on 2. Alright, cool. And so yeah, it's basically just gonna move this up a little bit. And see, on this one I have -4, 2. So you can just, do what you want with that. So that's basically it, guys. And now you want to add your layers. Just pretend that we're working on this one. So now you want to add your layers to it. So I already told y'all how to add layers. And with the reverb, you want to have the first track as the least reverb. There is like multiple ways to do this. You can have a side chain, you can have another track open, you can have this open, but right now I'm just gonna show y'all how like the reverb works. So on this I have 40, and on this I have 25. I'm actually gonna beat that up to 30 because it's a sharp vocal, and this one I'm gonna beat, yeah, I already had it a lot. So as I was saying, the first one you want it high, but you don't want it that high compared to all the other ones, because of course these are just atmospheric sounds in the background. So all together it'll sound.
Run it up. We be throwing bands every time we in the club. We gon' have to pass if you try to hang with us. Meet me at the lab if you wanna get a rush. They be throwing shade when they coming our way. Catch us on the ride if you want a highway. 16 so far, but just stay in your lane. We be catching waves all night, all day.
And then with the beat, it sounds like this.
Run it up. We be throwing bands every time we in the club. We gon' have to pass if you try to hang with us. Meet me at the lab if you wanna get a rush. They be throwing shade when they coming our way. Catch us on the ride if you want a highway. 16 so far, but just stay in your lane. We be catching waves all night, all day.
Alright guys, that is it. Of course you can do ad-libs in the middle, whatever you want to do. I whipped this up real quick, so I didn't really, if I had time, I would, get the pitches actually correct and, sing it actually correct. But you know what? I'm happy with it, happy with the video turned out. So I hope y'all liked it. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Again, if you want me to do anything else, I'll do that ASAP Rocky. Just put it in the comments below and I'll try to get to it. So hope you're having a great Friday. Hope the week was not a bust. Hope y'all been productive, you know what I'm saying, on that music grind. But anyways, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. KrysticMusic, and I'm out. I will see y'all tomorrow. See ya.